You have to look at yourself in the mirror and say, do I want to stop right now? Do I need to stop right now? Or does this help me to function? And by helping to function, are you not losing out on things? Are you not losing yourself, your self-worth, the way you process things in your head? Are you not losing yourself? Like, you have to be really honest with yourself before you can stop. Because like, if you say you want to stop because someone else did it, and no, that's not the way. It's not gonna, just because I've stopped doesn't mean you can stop. You have to want it for different reasons for yourself, Like, I want it because like I don't ever want to disgrace my mom like that again. I don't ever want to disappoint my mom again like that, because I think if I go back on substances, that means like I don't value my mom at all.
Sure. Hey engineers, a quick one. If you are in the job market like many, many young South Africans, I think you need to start placing yourself in a way where you're more competitive, where you've got the edge. I know you've been putting in your CV there. You've been trying to change your CV and put all your skills there. But what if I can tell you that there's something you can do that can give you a competitive edge? I'm introducing to you something called the PostNet criminal background check. What is the criminal background check? This is something that many employers around the country are looking for when they want to hire you and change your life, be it a retail job, education, working for the motoring industry, the IT industry, any industry you can think of. If you have a criminal background check, you stand out from the rest because they know that you can be reliable as an employee that's going to join their company and display your excellent talent. From 335 Rand, you can get a criminal background check from Huru, which is an authorized AfriSwitch reseller, and add it to your CV so that you can stand out and get that job. Having a criminal background check done by Huru is a very, very affordable way, and it's simple to stand out from the crowd. So many people are in the job market looking to switch jobs, and some are trying to enter the job market. And if you get this simple way to stand out, you're able to show employers that, you know what, I'm good for this job, I'm qualified for this job, and I'm an upstanding citizen of the community. So make sure you get your criminal background check from PostNet today. Don't wait to be asked for it. Just attach it to your CV, stand out immediately, and know that you're at the top of the line to get your dream job. Visit your nearest PostNet today, because PostNet, helping you succeed. The show is Engineer Your Life, and I'm Lungelo, KM. I'm absolutely delighted to have you join us for this conversation. If you're watching this, it means you're a person who takes your thoughts, your mental health, just the things you consume seriously, because here we have conversations that are about growth. We reflect on our decisions. We take accountability here. We love, we laugh, we forgive. We sometimes cry. It's never intentional, but that's okay, because that's also part of the human experience. I have an incredible guest that I'm sitting with. Very honored, very privileged, beautiful young lady. I think many of us know her for many years for her beauty and her incredible bubbly personality. Nicole Nyaba on Engineer Your Life. You look amazing.
Thank you so much.
With that amazing smile.
Thank you.
It's an everlasting amazing smile.
Thank you.
How's your heart today?
My heart is good. Like, it's very calm. Ready to love. Yeah, so.
I love that. What's causing the calmness? Because we live in a world that is very demanding. We live in a world that's constantly, it feels like it's taking from us. It's no longer a kind world. It's constantly pulling you in this direction. So to find calmness is very intentional. How do you maintain calmness?
I just think about, like, recently I've been thinking about, like, what it is that I want to do with my life. And I've also been thinking about, like, who I am. Like, I'm my mother's daughter, first of all. So I think that makes me calm, knowing that, like, deep down inside, I still have a part of her in me that keeps me grounded.
Yeah. Still have? Because is she late?
She's late, yeah.
Whew, not an easy one. Not an easy one to deal with. When did we lose her?
In 2018.
2018.
Yes.
So it's almost 10 years there.
8
years.
Yes. I'm not really sure.
I doubt it's been easy.
Yeah, it hasn't.
Ne?
Yeah.
What does losing a mother do to one's entire being?
Well, when I lost my mom, I was very disorientated, first of all. Like, I didn't know who to turn to. I felt like a part of me died. And I felt like, okay, if I needed someone who is going to be there for me, because my mom was my rock, my strength, and my everything.
Yeah.
It did put me into depression for a long time. I had a very hard time dealing with the fact that she's no longer with us.
Yes.
And I just kind of felt like I didn't have certain answers that I wanted. And I felt like her being gone was like bad for me, because I felt like I needed her for growth. I needed her to help me be the woman that I should become, the woman that I want to be. So I did lose myself without her a lot. And it's only recent that like I'm trying to now remember her for all the good things that she taught me. Sure. And all her mannerisms and her character and the type of woman she is. Like, when I think about her now, that's the type of woman that I want to grow into, you know, type of woman that loves people also, because she used to be a lover of people. Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, how did you lose her?
She passed on in 2018 due to cancer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's even worse, because you watch a person deteriorate.
Yeah, I did. I sort of like watched her from 2017, her health go down. And when it was finally towards the end of her days, like, it was bad because I didn't even see it coming. I was busy working so much, traveling. I had gigs and stuff, so I couldn't like really be there. But I did go to her, but I still needed to go to work and stuff. So like I kind of felt guilty for not being there,
Sure.
you know, when she was going through the most, because I kind of felt like if she was with me, or if I had the means at that time to put her with me, close to me, then maybe she would have, maybe out of the love that we share, maybe had that strength to keep her going,
to keep her fighting.
Yeah.
It's almost like I abandoned the one love of my life, you know.
Yes.
The one person who has been everything to me, done everything for me, and was my rock. And when my rock needed a safety net, I was gone.
Yeah. I felt guilty a lot. But as of late, I've been reminding myself of all the times that I was there for her, and all the times that we shared together. So I guess that also takes away, because like when you're going through loss, like it's sort of your brain becomes very immature. Like you get very emotional. You can't think properly. You don't have the emotional intelligence to do certain things. So I had to like get over that, her death, and find myself again, so I can be able to like think about the good things that I gained from having a person like that in my life.
Yeah. Speaking of the good things, I think we in our grief, in our hustling and trying to move on, we don't spend enough time reflecting on the good of those who've left us. I lost my mom in 2015. And I think I'm guilty of that too, where I'm too busy living my own life that sometimes I forget how much of a rock she was to me. Maybe let's use this chance to remind ourselves the good that your mother did. What is all this good that you speak of this amazing woman that she was?
She taught me a lot, like, especially when it comes to dealing with people. Like, she'd tell me what to look out for, you know, she'd tell me how to be a lady. She taught me respect, she taught me love, she taught me patience, she taught me how to be humble, you know, but she also taught me how to love myself. And I think like there was a time when my mom had a problem with the way I used to walk when I was a teenager, and then she told me like, Nicole, ladies don't walk like that, walk like a lady. And I'm like, I'm busy shaking my ass, but like I'm busy like shaking myself, because I'm like, oh ma, stop it, leave me alone. But like it helped, because now fast forward, growing up now, I had to wear a lot of heels, and I have to be in situations where like I need to be able to step the right way, you know. It's just little things like that. Like, I mean, my mom would wake up, make me food, make sure I ate, to make sure. One day she told me, like, I was going through problems and I was talking to her and she was like to me, Nicole, please don't forget that I'm your best friend. I did her, I'm like, I don't need an old friend. Yeah. I don't want to tell you all my issues. I want to tell you everything. But like, but now I think about that, I'm thinking like the times that I did tell her stuff, she really did come through as a best friend. And like, I don't think I've ever had like a friend like my mom. Yeah.
That's rare between mom and a girl child.
Yeah.
Some mothers become so strict they forget to be their children's friend. How much is it important, in your opinion, now reflecting back, for girl children to be best friends with their mom?
Oh my gosh, it's very important. Especially if you're a girl child, it's very important to be friends with your mom, because like that friendship, you can't get it from a friend. And sometimes you can't even get it from a sister. Because you must remember something like, as a girl, your mom has probably gone through most of the things that you've gone through, you know, and she understands how it is to be a woman more than you understand how it is to be a woman. So she can like tell you and teach you how to look out for yourself and look out for things that are going to endanger your life, put you in problems and stuff like that. So it's very important for a girl child to be best friends with their mother, because like, damn, like you just need that as a woman. You need that. That's something from a mother. Like, only a mother can help you become that woman that you're supposed to be, you know. And I think mothers themselves, like, they go through a lot. Not even just for girl children, also for boy children. Yeah. But like, mothers are the ones that we all cry to. Like, everyone in the family cries to the mother. The dads, you know, the kids, you know, everyone goes to the mom. So I think being close to your mom is very, very important. And I think if I one day have a girl child, I want my girl child to be very close to me, in a sense that like, I do not want my child to go out thinking that like she's alone in this world and she has nobody to communicate with, to cry to be herself.
Yes. Remind me, home is Kwamashu.
Well, I'm from KZN.
Yes.
I was born in Durban. My mom's from Clermont. My dad is from Mlazi.
Okay. You're a hybrid of Amalogish.
Yeah. But obviously, I also stayed in the suburbs also. High school to varsity stuff in Witbank.
Which high school?
I went to Overport Secondary.
Overport.
And then
AOS.
Yes. How do you know that place?
I went to George Campbell.
Oh, is it? Yes, that's crazy. Okay, I know it. And then I went to Water School Patriot in Witbank in Mpumalanga province. That's the two high schools that I went to.
So, Kaleni Nuboni Zindo, Emma Terminals, the bus terminals.
Oh my gosh, I was the hottest chick at the bus terminals. I was that girl when I used to shop on no basket bam. You know those shoes that they call no basket. Those.
And how long was your skirt?
My skirt was really short.
You were telling those girls who cause us problems at those terminals.
I had my blazer.
What a fun time. We were so young and innocent then.
Yeah, I know.
That Durban teenage life was so beautiful.
It was. It was.
I mean, we got into trouble for not crazy things. It was just about being young. It was safe.
Yeah. You could go out with your friends. I know.
No social media rubbish.
Not so much social media rubbish. And like, I know there was one time like I used to go to Musgrave on the weekends.
Yes.
Like all the high school children were there at Musgrave. News Cafe. Everyone would go out on the weekend. It was a vibe. It was a vibe. Terminals was a vibe.
Oh, it was on a Friday?
On a Friday.
It'll go all the way out.
Yeah.
Very, very beautiful era of life. In that era of life, did you have desires to be in the media space, public space, entertainment industry? Were you already considering it?
I sort of was considering it because of like, I think everything that I was doing in when I was in primary school, high school, like I used to do a lot of modeling, you know, like pageants and stuff. And like I would do like, I would get involved in like arts and stuff like that. So I did see myself one day being in media because like when I did finish high school, in my matric year, when I was in Witbank, I had spoken to my uncle that like I'd like to do arts the next year. So I ended up coming to Joburg during my matric here to look for schools at the art schools here, about after and all of those other schools. And like the plan was, okay, that's what we're going to do. And then that didn't happen. So next year I ended up going back to Durban instead of coming to Joburg. Because like Joburg was the easier route for me when I was doing my matric, because I'm in Witbank, is closer here. So, but I ended up going to Durban, but I don't regret going to Durban because also I was home. I was home. I was doing something different, but I was home.
What are you doing then in Durban?
I studied humanitarian studies.
Okay.
So I did politics, history, linguistics, those subjects. Those. I don't remember the rest. Politics, history, linguistics. Yeah, I did that for like a year. It was good because like it was still something that I liked. And something that I had a passion for, because if it wasn't going to be arts and stuff, it was going to be something towards your philosophies, your histories, your languages. So I was still in a semi-happy place, but not entirely happy place. But I did eventually leave that for financial accounting the following 2 years later. So I think I was just going through a lot of like changes in my life. But like one thing I knew for a fact that I wanted to do, I really did want to go into arts. I really did want to go into TV, act, I wasn't sure about singing at that time or rapping or anything like that. But like those are the things that I really wanted to do at that time. Yeah.
That's lovely, because what you're saying to me, I don't know if you're actually realizing as you speak back about it, is that if it was a dream for you, you went after it. Like you went after every dream, be it finance, be it politics and history, be it rapping and singing. Do you understand that that's a different dreams? But for all these dreams, you were like, I'm capable, I will try.
Yeah. One thing I told myself is that like, whatever opportunity comes my way, I'm going to grab it and I'm going to make the most out of it and I'm going to do my best, Even if it's something that's like, a bit challenging and something that's like a drag for me, but I'll still do my best into going. Because like in high school I did your physics, your biology, your maths, so clearly like I've always been a person who can like dip and dabble in everything and touch everything. But like obviously what makes me feel comfortable is being in the entertainment industry. It's very comforting for me, and I think it's something that like I identify with.
Got you. Yeah, it makes you feel one with yourself.
Yeah.
I want to start pushing you. Would you say love has been kind to you?
Oh no, I chose love to be kind to me. I chose to love, like any relationship that I got into, whether it's friendship or romantic relationship, I chose to love. I chose to care. I chose to put myself out there, to be the best, to be myself, like the best version of myself. So yes, it might not have not been kind to me in reality, in terms of like how maybe the person that I was giving the love to treated me back. But like I made sure that like if I say I love you, I'm gonna love you, and I'm gonna show you that love to the utmost, most of my ability.
And back it up with actions.
Yeah.
I'm pushing you again. In the popular relationship that you were in, would you say that's one love that really hurt you?
It hurt me not just because I was focused on it, like, and I really had good intentions, and like, it hurt me because I think at that time also I was going through a loss. So when it came, my mom
left,
So when it came to me, it was something sort of like a relief that like, okay, at least I'm not by myself, and I have someone right now who understands that like I'm a bit depressed, I'm going through so much. And I kind of feel like, okay, they're not gonna hurt me, So, yeah. So I think that was the thing.
Yeah. But there is a perception that, in fact, you were not loved and you were a side chick because this person was in other public relationships. But here you narrating it to me as if you were loved. Are we getting it wrong as the public?
No, I was never a side chick. That was false, because that came out, I think 2017, September, and we were not even close. Like, we knew each other from like, okay, places, you know, but like we were never close at that time. I mean, we did know each other because he had already made the song, but like we were not romantically involved when that came out. I think it was just people trying to hurt him or his relationship or hinder his reputation or something. I don't know. I think it was more about him than about me when that article came out. So when we did start being in a relationship, he was in fact single for as long as I know.
Yes. So you weren't in between any of these public relationships?
No, I wasn't.
Are you sure?
I'm positively sure. Yeah, I'm positively sure.
Before he got into the other public relationship, you had ended?
No, like what I explained, in the last podcast I did, like we were in a relationship and he got into another relationship. Yeah. And then like he just explained to me that like this is what he needs to do as a man. And he was sorry and he didn't mean to hurt me and stuff like that. Like at that time, whatever was saying to me, I couldn't hear it. I couldn't hear it because like I had to confront him about it before he even told me. So if I hadn't confronted him about it, he might have gone on with me and her at the same time. And like no one's going to say anything about it, you know. Yeah.
Oh, what I'm gathering, it was a case of, I'm a big brand. I probably have a team of people who advise me of what superstars are meant to do. So I need to date a big brand too. So it was a case of, I love you, Nicole, but I need to date a bigger brand.
I think that was the case.
Yeah. That sucks. That's unfair.
Yeah, he even told me one time, he's like, the following year, and on his birthday, I came past his house. This is after all the commotion that happened in 2018. So following year, I came to his house on his birthday, and I was going out, he was going out too, and for some reason, I don't know if I was working that night, but like, yeah. And then he was like, told me, he's like, Nicole, but I loved you. And I'm like, what do you mean you loved me? What is love? You know? And then he had to explain to me that like, I loved you the best way I could love, you know, the way he could understand it. Like that, I think that's what he was telling me. But it just went in from one ear to the next because I was like, you can't tell me you loved me the way you could or the way you understood or whatever, you know, because like it didn't feel right to me, like how everything happened. But like at that point, I was slowly getting over it. Yeah, I was slowly getting over it. But I was also going through my own things. So like, I think I didn't really hear it because I was also with a girlfriend at that time when he said that to me. So I was also listening to my girlfriend, listening to him and thinking my girlfriend, like, she was like, Nicole, come on. And he was like, Nicole, but look at me. And I'm like, so I was just caught up in like, okay, she thinks he's playing me. He's trying to be sincere. What the hell is going on? I just need a drink. I can't right now.
I just need a drink.
Yeah, I can't right now.
Yeah. You felt betrayed. That's what I'm sensing back in 2018. You felt like, there's no way this guy did this to me.
Yeah, I did. I felt betrayed. I didn't expect it.
Yeah.
Like, we had a lot of plans. But like, I guess...
children, marriage, those type of plans?
Children?
Yeah.
Marriage, not so much. He didn't speak about that. Yeah. But he did speak about wanting more children.
Yeah.
But obviously he had a lot of ideas, a lot of things. But I think being the man that he was, he had things that he needed to get done that maybe I wouldn't have understood at that time. Yeah.
Looking back, because I can see that the woman you are now has pivoted so much and done so much healing, do you regret dating a superstar? Because we are warned about superstars.
Now I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, now I don't. Yeah.
But there was a moment
where I was full of anger and like I couldn't stand him. I couldn't stand his music. I couldn't stand
like radio.
Yeah, I couldn't stand anything about him. Yeah. I was just like, oh, this guy. Like for years I couldn't stand him, you know. But like now, it's like I don't regret it. I don't regret it at all. Like I'm starting to, I think as you get older, you learn to choose happiness.
Sure, like that. Yeah.
You learn to choose happiness, and by choosing happiness, you kind of like don't dwell on negative things and bad things that happen. So you just choose to look at the good things. Like, so nowadays when I think of him, I'm reminded of how caring he was and how loving he was.
Sure.
And like, I rather think about the good things that we did together, you know, the things that we had in common, you know, than think about the bad side of it. Like, because I think that makes me smile. Certain conversations that we had and certain moments we had and certain like activities we did and things, those things like make me smile. They make me feel like, okay, I sort of kind of meant something to him, you know? Yeah.
How did it feel to hear that he's no more on the day that we all discovered?
At that time, I didn't want to hear it. I didn't want, like, people were talking about it, but I was like, guys, didn't change the subject. Yeah, I didn't want to hear it. Yeah,
it was too much.
It was too much for me to deal with it at that time. Because, like, I was also in another relationship, and like there was a lot happening in that relationship. So, like, when I heard about it, I was very like, okay. I'm still mad at this guy, but like I still also don't want to hear it. Please don't tell me what's going on in his life or what happened. I don't want to hear it. People kept on calling me. I didn't like entertain any like conversations or any calls or any thoughts from anyone because like I wasn't willing to share how I feel.
Sure. Has it been easier or harder to date
now?
Recently, especially because you're saying you were in another relationship when that happened. After him, the noise around it, being in the media, I would assume it actually causes a hurdle when you're trying to move on with other people. They could compare, they could try and imitate, because it's not ordinary. You weren't dating an ordinary person, right? Did it cause troubles for you dating in the future?
After him?
Yes.
Not really. But I did sense it, like, okay, if I date a guy, it would be at the back of the guy's head that he was my ex. Yeah, so it did kind of like, sort of like have an effect, but not too bad. Not too bad,
yeah. Once again, you can take it as far as you're comfortable. You are one person who's so honest with yourself and with your followers and people who've loved you for long that very few popular people speak openly about substance abuse. And you're like, yeah, it happened to me. Why are you so open about it? Because it is so embarrassing and done under hush-hush in the Joburg entertainment industry.
Well, let me take a drink. The only reason why is because, like, I had a journey with substances, and it was my own, and it was my own doing. Like, I consented to it. Like, I'm not going to blame anyone who was around me or might have participated with me in doing that. But like, I made a decision. And when I stopped also, I made a decision to stop, you know, and I made a decision that I'm never going back there. So like, I don't feel embarrassed with sharing that because I know where I am right now in my life. I'm at a point in my life where that happened. It's gone. I've moved on, and I know I'm never going back there again. So like, I just want other girls, other women to know that like, it's possible to be in that situation, but it's also possible to get out of the situation.
Sure.
And I just want to spread like positivity in the sense that like being out of the situation is so good for your mental health. It's good for your physical health in general. And it's good for like everything in your life, overall, like life things. Like it's good for you, are less dysfunctional, you're more focused, you know who you are. And, you know, you don't have to do substances to have a good time, you know. There's other things that you could do to have a good time. So, like, I openly share with people because I want people to understand that, like, I'm disgusted in what I did when I was doing that. For me, I'm not bashing anyone else. But for me, I'm disgusted at myself, at the person that I was when I was on that drug. You know, I'm disgusted at the way I used to think, the way I used to handle myself, the way I used to look at other people, the way I shifted my focus from work and I just let myself go. So I'm just disgusted at that phase in my life. And I don't ever want to go back to that phase. So like I'm at a point in my time where right now that like I'm cleaning up my act. Like by cleaning up my act, I mean like I'm starting now to go back to work and chase after things that I really want to do. Yeah. And there's no space for substances while I'm doing that because like I need to be clear-minded. I really don't have like family out here, you know, I'm on my own. So I need to be focused. So I can't let something like that to distract me, you know, to take time away from me because that costs money. It doesn't just cost money to pay for it. It costs money because it takes away from, it shifts your focus. When you're supposed to be working and doing something that's constructive, you're busy getting high. Like, who has time for that? Yeah.
I love that you say that you're disgusted at yourself. You're not judging the next person, but you alerted the next person that even those who claim to be on substances and they are functional, it's a lie. There's a level of dysfunction there.
There's a level of dysfunction. It is dysfunctional behavior in some sort of way.
Yeah. Somebody out there is watching and they're like, Nicole, you say you got out of it, but I just can't. How do you get out of it? I'm absolutely addicted. People watch me and like my pictures on Instagram. I'm beautiful like you, but I know I'm struggling. How do I even attempt to start to get out of it?
I think it will all have to depend on what it is that you want. You know, you have to look at yourself in the mirror and say, do I want to stop right now? Do I need to stop right now? Or does this help me to function? And by helping to function, are you not losing out on things? Are you not losing yourself, you know, your self-worth, the way you process things in your head? Are you not losing yourself? Like, you have to be really honest with yourself before you can stop. Because like, if you say you want to stop because someone else did it, and no, that's not the way. It's not gonna, just because I've stopped doesn't mean you can stop. You have to want it for different reasons for yourself, you know? Like, I want it because like, I don't ever want to disgrace my mom like that again. You know, I don't ever want to disappoint my mom again like that. Because I think if I go back on substances, that means like, I don't value my mom at all.
Sure. That's a powerful tool.
So, and then once you've made the decision that this is really what you want because of 1, 2, 3, then you can now seek help. You can go to a rehab, you can go for counseling, you can, you know, do a lot of things. You can go detox, you know what I mean? And then, because like if you say you're doing it because someone else is doing it, you might not get it right. You might go back, you might relapse. So like that shouldn't be the reason why you're doing it. You should have a very concrete reason why you want to do it. Like for me, it's because like I want to better my life. I want a better future, but also like I'm doing it for my mother. Like wherever she is, when I want her to know that like I'm serious about my life and I want the best for myself, and like I want to be the woman that she sees me to be.
Congratulations. It's a tough step that you took. So we're really, really proud of you for that. Agiona Intengane in Zulu, it means it's not something small that you did. You faced your demon head on, which is something that people can go their whole lives never ever facing their demons. I think we can agree that there was an era in life where you were considered a baddie, right? And I can tell you for free right now, you're not a baddie anymore. You're a beautiful girl who's got her head right, wanting the best for herself and moving towards the direction of that best. Looking back now, what does baddie culture do to young women?
Sometimes it makes you senseless. It makes you people pleaser. It makes you, I guess, forget about who you are, like your roots, you know. Because like you're too caught up on this is how people want me to act, and you oh, shaking my ass because they want to see my ass shake, you know, and stuff like that. Whereas in, like, you forget that, like, there's another side of you that, like, people can get to know. And then you don't show that because, like, you busy trying to keep up with that standard of being, you know, a baddie, you know. Like, I still host, I still do things, but, like, I still do, like, things that I used to do back in the day when I was a baddie, but, like, they hit different now because, like, now they're like a switch. I'll be outside having a good time, twerking, drinking, laughing, being with people. But as soon as I get home, it switches, like, I'm home now.
Got you.
Like,
Got you.
I'm not Nicole anymore. Angisayeli Nicole, you understand? So, but, like, when you're baddie constantly 24/7, even when you go at home, you don't have a switch button.
You're still performing.
You're still performing, you know what I mean? You still want to get home, do the most. No, I don't do that nowadays. When I get home, I relax, wash off my makeup, wear my PJs, reconnect to what's the next thing I need to do, check my diary, make sure I drink lots of water. If there's tea, make sure I eat.
Just watch TV.
Like, you know, keep it, like, I keep it normal, you know, when I get home. Like, I'm not in a constant, like I'm in a reality show. Like, no. Like, it's out there. When I'm out there, I'm like that. But when I get home, it's a different person that you're dealing with. It's someone who can be someone's mother, someone's wife one day, you know. Like, I'm a woman when I'm at home. But when I'm out, I can't be Nicole Nyaba that everyone loves, you know, and that's just part of the job that I have. Like, I still need to give people that side of me because it's still a part of who I am. I just know
that's okay, Nicole.
I just know when to switch it off and when to turn it on.
And that's very okay, as I'm saying, because you're a performer at heart.
At heart,
So when you work as a performer, for example, this Lungelo that I gave off here, I'm performing right now. It's a broadcasting platform. When the cameras are off, it's not necessarily the same Lungelo. And that's okay. Just because it's not baddie version versus this, it doesn't mean there's I'm fake.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It doesn't mean that.
It doesn't mean you're a fake person. Young women also attach a lot of baddieism to losing themselves to men who are vultures. How has that helped you being able to separate yourself from that culture and not losing your soul to men who are out to get women for the wrong reasons?
I think right now I am very, very choosy about, like, the company of men I keep around me, or the company or the men that I choose to spend time with. I'm very, very picky. Like, if I'm going to be around you and you're a man, you need to be able to treat me as a woman, be a gentleman, and, like, be caring, be yourself. Like, I don't want you to treat me like a baddie when I'm with you. So I look at, and, like, it's weird because, like, once you change your mentality and you change your outlook in life, you get what you switch to. True. So I've switched to more positive vibes, more me being a woman. So now I'm getting men that are men.
Got you.
You know.
Got you.
Like, the men that I do talk to, the men that, like, are in my life are men that are men. You know, men that will treat me like a woman, will not treat me like a piece of an object, a piece of what?
I love that. There's something you said when you change your decisions and you carry yourself a certain way, God then brings those types of people in your life.
Yeah.
Because you're saying, when I was a baddie, I was attracting people who treat me like an object.
Yeah, I was attracting all kinds of people. But I think now the men that come to me, like, they know how to step, like, even the conversations and the way they talk to me, you know, it's very, like, fourth onwards, you know, it's very, like, to the future. Like, we're looking for positivity, we're looking for growth, we're looking to see you as a lady, be classy, be a lady. You know, those are the conversations that we come about, you know, and the way they treat me, like, they listen to me when I speak. And I think that's what I want. I want a man to treat me as a lady. Like, and I think my mom would be happy because, like, she wants me to be a lady so badly. Well, she wanted me to be a lady. And it's like, so I guess, like, the men that are coming my way, I guess they can see that, and they don't just, like, come to me, like, reckless, you know.
Yes, yes.
They come to me knowing their story, you know.
Yeah.
And if they don't, then I need to cut them off. Or if like something happens and like I tell them I don't like this, and they don't listen to me, then I move on. But like usually lately I've been getting like, if I speak and I say I don't like this, like most of the men that I speak to, they're like, okay, cool, we understand, we hear you.
Yeah.
We're not gonna do it again, or we are gonna sort it out and look into it so it doesn't happen again. So like, yeah, I guess once you start taking care of yourself, you get men who also want to take care of you.
Got you.
Yeah.
Being this person who has pivoted into being the lady that her mother would be proud of, the lady who holds herself with a lot of integrity, who even treats herself as a nuanced person with all these values and virtues. How do you deal with people who say, no, she just fell off?
Well, this is what I had to say. Like, I would want to say like this, like every like person who has become something or made something out of their names, like, I mean, out of themselves, have gone through like down moments. And my down moment might have been for years, but like I picked myself up again. I think that's what propels you to greatness, you know, the way you pick yourself up when you fall. So I don't believe that anyone muntu yawa. You know what I mean? Yeah, if I think more you stay there until you die. But like if you go through hurdles in life and something happens and you pick yourself up and you go again.
It was just a dip.
It was just a dip.
Yeah.
Like, it happens. Like, I mean, how many like millionaires, billionaires have lost
everything
and started from scratch and came back. It's just part of like, I mean, if you look at things like that as a person, you look at someone and you say, oh really, but they're still doing something about their lives and still coming back. That means you clearly the way you're thinking isn't aligned with like greatness, I guess, because like we know the great men of this world, the great women of this world have had down moments, have fallen, have gone up, have fallen, have started, picked themselves again. Like if you listen to like big businessmen, big, people that have done well for themselves, they'll tell you that they've had a lot of down moments, that they've had times where they've lost everything and they'd have to start again. So like, it was just my time also to go through that time where I lost things, and it came to me, it was up to me to put myself up again, because I believe in myself and I believe in the future that God has promised me.
Yes. Have you ever felt, I'll push you one more time. Have you ever felt like that baddie season, that baddie era, now that you look back on it, was ruining young girls? They were looking up to you for the wrong things, getting inspired for the wrong things, learning the wrong morals, learning the wrong way to dress, learning the wrong way to act. And you think, yo, I've made people lose themselves by behaving this way.
I think only if you were that girl who wasn't really looking at me, looking at me, was only looking at the surface, you might have like gotten that out of seeing me, you know. But if you were paying attention to me, closely paying attention to me, you would have picked up things that like are of value in me, and that would have maybe sort of grounded you into thinking that, okay, I can be a baddie and still be focused on other things. So, but like if you were just looking at the fact that like, oh, okay, I'm dressed a certain way and I look a certain way, I'm acting a certain way, and not really getting to know me, then yeah, you would have picked it up and you would have ruined your life in the process. But if you were really following me properly, I know I wasn't sharing a lot, but like comes a time where I used to share stuff that was in my heart. And I think like if you were really tuned in, you would have picked up all aspects of who I am, and it wouldn't have destroyed you in a certain way. You would have said, okay, I can still do this, but I can still like pick up, oh, okay, that like you don't have to always wear makeup every day, you know, to prove a point, you know, that you're beautiful, you know. You can be without makeup and still be the girl that like embodies beauty.
Sure.
Yeah.
Who do you pray to?
Oh my gosh. Right now, I've had a very long religious and spiritual journey. I've had influences from Christianity to tradition to Islam to Shembe to all kinds of religions, actually. Yeah. But I have come to a point right now that, like, when I do pray, I think I pray to my higher self, the universe. But I think I'm mostly focused on who I am, my roots. So I think I would like to align myself with that mostly, but I still am a child of God in a way that I don't despise religion, or I don't like take it away from me. It's still a strong part of me because I do get a lot out of a Bible verse or anything like that. But like, I value God in a way that there's only one God at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And like, religion is just there to like sort of shape us and teach us the way of life and how to live and how to be the best versions of ourselves and how to do right. But at the end of the day, what all matters is that we come from like, we come from a higher power. And I think everything in existence didn't just exist. It was once not there and it was once there. So I think the maker is responsible for all of us. You know, how we choose to praise him and worship him, then it's up to us. You know, it's our decision, what we choose to align ourselves to connect to him. But I think the maker is just one God for everyone, you know, because we wouldn't be in the same place if there wasn't one God. Just don't look at the fact that how we treat each other, that's just one thing, or how we discriminate against each other. I mean, in terms of tribes, races, and like
religion,
everything, you know. I mean, we're all put on this planet. It's just one planet, and it's full of diverse like human beings. The reason why the creator put us in one planet is because he sees something. He sees us as one. He sees us as the same. So I do pray. I pray to God.
Yeah. We're reaching the end of our conversation, but before we get there, there's something you said which I picked up that I didn't know. Hence, I want to explore it because I think it's a moment of learning for the audience. You spoke about when you were with Mr. Kiernan, aka rather, when you saw him on his birthday after you had broken up, you had a girlfriend at the time. In 2026, women are still scared to either be bisexual or is that a friend?
There's a friend.
Okay. I'm like, oh, she just dropped a bomb. Okay, then we don't have to go there.
That's correct. That was a friend.
Yeah.
But like, shout out to all the lesbians and all the gays. Like, shout out.
I was intrigued that you're so free about that too.
Yeah.
I'm like, this woman is so healed that she speaks about anything.
No. Like, no, like, I have girls that like me. I mean, I might have. I'm not gonna tell.
Social media.
I might have.
Yeah.
I might have, but like, that was just playing. At the end of the day, I prefer men, but like, yeah, sure. But I don't know what the future holds. Because maybe I might end up marrying a woman. You know, no one knows.
Because this is life.
Yeah. And like, if it happens like that, I'll also embrace it because it's about love at the end of the day. Yeah.
You're a very healed woman. I promise you. How you speak, how you carry yourself. I sit with a lot of people here, and in this position I'm sitting in, I get to see your eyes. So I can really, really be a sense of character and energy and the spirit that you carry. And definitely it's one that is healed. The very last thing I want to ask from you is, Nicole Nyaba, what's that one thing in life you know for sure and you're absolutely certain of?
Oh my gosh. Love. Yeah. I'm sure that love exists, and I'm sure that like love is all that we all need, you know? And I'm sure that like that unconditional true love exists, you know, within families, within friendships, so within lovers, within anything. And I think love can carry us into like the next step as humanity. And I think like if we had love for each other and we loved each other the way God wants us to love each other, we could go so far. And I think I'm not willing to give up on love. I'm not willing to give up on love for humanity, you know, because I feel like if I don't show humanity love, then I'm doing them a disservice, because like they won't know how to be human, you know, again. And I think if we all have that love, it fixes so many problems. Because, you know, when you're in love, you know that feeling when you're in love, in a romantic relationship, everything is just perfect. You're happy. You get to see people. When you see people, you just like, oh, you give them that love also, you know. So I guess like one thing that like is very, very so real to me is love. You know, I'm not ever going to give up on love. I don't care what happens, and I don't care what happens to me or what happens to the world. I think like I'm going to show my love, and I guess that's like my gratitude to God and my family and those who care about me and those I love, to show them that like, okay, you might not have it all, but like if you have love, you sort of in the right direction. Yeah.
If you've watched Engineer Your Life for years, you know that I always say, awukho umgqomo wokulahla umuntu, meaning there is no bin that is available in this world to throw away a human being. Nicole Nyaba's story is definitely evidence of that if you had erased her, if you had seen her being high on some substance one day and you said, it's over for her, God said, not with my daughter. And you can see absolutely today, she's a healed woman working on her journey to reinvent herself and build beyond measure. Thank you so much, Nicole. You are absolutely amazing, and I wish you God's greatest blessings in everything that you do.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
The show is Engineer Your Life, and I'm Lungelo KM. See you on the next episode. For now, cheers. Bye.